So, we're going to continue working through half guard tonight. I want to pick up a couple of things that we left off from Monday. All right, so we're pretty much all here Monday. You weren't. You were here Monday, right? No? Okay. We'll go through and do a quick review of what we did Monday, and add on a couple more things. Okay? First things first. What was the first thing we did?
I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
But it was like when you're obviously in half guard, like you do like little breaks, like that one.
Okay. So we have to get the half guard first, right?
Oh, yeah.
We go from closed guard to half guard.
Yeah.
Because a couple folks may not know what half guard is, right? So, where do we borrow you for a second? If I'm in closed guard, now I do half guard, right? I want his hands off my hips so I can move, and then I can start maneuvering my body, right? So, I'm gonna bridge, bump, pull down, post, knee shield. As this comes down, as an experienced grappler, he's gonna start passing over my leg, which is good. When we pass through there, we're gonna kick this foot back, right? I'm just gonna push the foot back, put my foot over his calf, and then he's gonna recenter, right? Now we're half guard, right? Ideally, I want my heel, right? Yeah, okay. Ideally, we want our knee shield to be right under the chin, right? Perfect position, our heel is in the hip socket, and we're rotated in. If you don't have the flexibility, you can put your toes on the top of the thigh and bring it in. What we want to avoid is the toes in the hip socket, because they can get hung up there, and they can either get broken or you can get foot locked, and that's not fun, okay? So, we get to where we've got our knee shield. We've got our halfy guard, right? We're gripped here, and we're gripped here. Right, what was the first sweep we did? So this is called the dog fight single leg, right? Right? So we open, right? Kick, sit in, and move the leg back, right? We create a good frame so that if they push back into us, they can't push us over. Those foot traps. We walkity, 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 walk until the hips move. And pop up, keeping the leg trapped under our leg, right? Scoop the knees, scoop the hip, push them down, apply lots of pressure, which I won't do here because I don't want to break them. We're going to sprawl, step and bring the knee in, cut the corner, right into side control. Okay? If you were not here on Monday, make sure you're here. Somebody that was here on Monday. Let's get a couple of reps on that and then move on. All right? What you want to do? That's perfect.
This assumes that I kind of.
Okay, so let's start with going guard.
You want to do it? This isn't where we start. We start in half guard. Not this. We start in half guard. Half guard is the position we showed you at the beginning, the one where I'm like this. We don't start in this.
Right now, because she wasn't here Monday, I'm just start from full guard, get your half guard, and do this. But guys, for clarification, I want you to start in closed guard, get to half guard, then do the single leg.
Pull your wrist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to this wrist. No, I'm not gonna pull it. No. Sit out.
Chris?
That's right. Okay, fine.
So when I go to,
You want to get No, go here, right? It's good for you to get, right? Your great posture, swim over, down, wrist, lock, down here. Shoulder, shrimp up. As this comes down, I'm just going to start that all right. Once he steps over, I'm going to get your knee in place. I'm going to pull it back right here.
Not that far.
It took a second.
That's like right here.
Here.
Like you're.
That's it, right here. You come down, I go back up, you're gonna grab, and then hand the shoulder. Yep, make sure you push yourself off your hip, and push your knee in. Like that. Lengthen
I'm
it
so
down.
confused.
Down here.
No, it's not mine. I
And then
remember
swim over
it.
it, yep, so you come over like this. Come here. You're gonna go, yep, you're gonna want your foot here,
Close guard, right?
knee there. You can let this hand go.
Track.
This can lock here, hold my head in place on your knee shield. And then this goes down.
It's going to come
Yeah,
down.
and then this
As
comes
this
down your
comes down, she's
sides.
going to step here.
You don't have to grab.
As she goes to step over, because I can just push it
Yep,
away.
and I hear.
Boom. When I get here. So my foot is under calf, my knee is mid thigh. And when it's here, or here. So, that's just right now. That's going to the sink.
Yeah, sure. And you push, because you're gonna push yourself on your hip. Bring this.
You gotta step over. That's the part that I.
Whenever the guard gets broken, you as a person in guard, your goal is to pass guard, right? So when that guard breaks, it's go time. She's breaking guard, she's not in control of the situation. Okay? Whereas if you break her guard, you're in control of the situation. She's reacting. She initiates and you're reacting. Okay?
Right down. So that,
There we go.
take out.
Yep, that way when you shrimp, you're stopping her from smashing her.
Oh, down here. Okay, exactly. So that.
But I have to.
So what'll happen is, a lot of times what happens is, right? Lift, as opposed to the foot, and you step over. Or they're just gonna try and step over.
Okay.
Either way is fine, but you're gonna kick that foot off one side.
You said go back.
Yes. Yeah. And then plant your foot and then bring it in. Knee in your face again. You're just gonna go to your knee because you're out of position. Boom. And I'll show you what you need to stop. Like this, and you get your knee shield out. Up, and then go in place, or you're gonna put it back on the back like this.
And this like allows me to lock the arm. Like it's incredible. Okay. Oh, you think this is a lot? Oh, you gotta get a wake up call, sister. Triple.
Sorry, two. You go through.
Give yourself
Oh, yeah. I'll like fold in half. You're not folding in half.
So you're gonna plant your left foot on the mat, and you're gonna get your hips out of the way, so you can get your knees. So, watch me. So I'm here. So you're so this is gonna get plant this foot.
Yeah, because then my
Force right here. Yep.
and then you pull it
If
down.
I try to get my knee shield out, all I'm gonna do is knee in the ribs.
So
Yeah.
Right? So I have to get your ass out of the way. So I have room to get my
Yes.
Just like
Step
the little kids,
over.
get your ass out of the way.
And you pick, no, gotta pick this.
Yeah, because eventually you go to this.
Stay on my
And then
ankle.
that's when you
Push
Push
her
that.
foot in.
I have a hard time getting there.
There you go.
Your foot was attached to your leg, your knee stays high, so this you come back in, your knee will mid-thigh.
I can't get
You
enough
need
movement
to
to do that.
without knee.
Without-
And put your foot like on my.
There we go.
So you gotta drop that leg.
Hold the hands or pump the back of them. Or the back of them. So from here, there we go. And this hand is still free, so then this hand.
Everybody, keep your elbow, you know?
Climb up.
Roll this knee down. And slide the knee pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright, so Other side.
I didn't even brush my teeth after.
Don't want to come across them, just want to go the same way.
Got enough space to get around.
Okay, I'm going.
That's not good.
Yeah.
And into the heartbeat. Listen to the heartbeat. Left ear to the chest.
Left ear to the chest, okay.
You want the slave to slide through underneath.
Okay, so I got it.
Come back in.
Okay, so I'm starting here.
Yep.
And let go, and then I use the knee out, pick up, and sit off.
Hey guys, time. Let's take a look at a couple of details on this single leg, okay? Can't we argue? No offense or anything, I need some of that and throw a little pepper in when I sit up. All right, guys, check it out. So I'm in half guard. All right, and I'm here, and Cam's been defending well. It's time to go. He's kind of waiting for me to make a move so that he can shut everything down, as Cam always does. Major pain in the ass. So, I'm bracing, I'm gonna open, lift. When I sit into him, right, I'm gonna move with enough force that when my head hits his chest, the back of my hamstring is gonna hit his knee and move it back. I wanna misalign his hips, okay? Because right now he's in good base. If I don't hit that knee with enough force to shift it backwards, he's going to stay in a good base, and it's going to be very difficult for me to do anything, okay? I had a hard time with this until I learned that. So I'm going to shortcut the difficulty for you. We're just going to do it right out of the gate. I played with this for a half a year before I figured that shit out. So we're going to save you all that trouble, all right? So we're here, we open high, so that you have room to get in. Because once I go to sit up, he can bring the elbow back in, right? So I have to keep it up and high, so boom, I can get up here, and then I hit hard enough to take his hips out of alignment, right? And then I have to have a kickstand here, because if my elbow's too close, he's just gonna flatten me back out, and now I'm in big trouble, right? If it's too far out, same thing, he's just gonna push me back over. So I need it right behind me, with my shoulders flat, so when he pushes into me, it's a kickstand, right? Then from there, I keep a cup around his hip. I walk this foot out, and if his hips don't move, I keep walking. Now his hips have moved. So I can pop up to my knees, and his leg is over my calf. I do not want him to put this on the ground. So we're calf to calf right now, okay? Grab the knee, grab the hip, I'm gonna pull it to me as I push my head forward. Boom. Now my chest is gonna be right over his hips, okay? I'm connected and I'm heavy. I sprawl my feet out behind me with my hips low to keep this knee pinned. If I'm up here and I'm gonna step over, all he has to do is lift this leg, and then I'm going to get swept, right? So I have to keep my hips over his knee so I can step over without getting hooked, okay? Make sure you're paying attention to those couple of details, or you're going to have a lot of trouble, okay? I'm going to
Get in half guard. And I'll go first.
I have to start from half.
I was really good at this on my
I just start
like
from
the
half
last
guard.
2 minutes. Okay, so it's over, because I gotta flip you that way. You wanna fall on the lip?
You're gonna switch your head here. This foot's gonna go in, and this one's gonna go. You can use it. So you just hold my chest.
So your arm has to like kind of be around. Push out, and pick up, slide.
Lift your chin.
My shoulder hairs, I gotta be fast. Okay, you can be a little slow showing someone who doesn't drown. Okay, my chin is so gonna be hard to fuck away from me. Okay.
On the
And then you're gonna slide in, and I'm gonna cup the
There we go. Now, your knees. Your knees.
And then I grab this, put my leg around the same leg. And I'm
Good.
gonna walk
Now, you see how you go way forward? Keep your hips a little lower, keep your shoulders right here.
Then stand up to my knee, but keeping your calf
Go
on
hips,
my
go hips, go hips. Not at the
Yo,
toes, right? Ballerina toes. There you
staying
go.
on top of you, and then like that, underneath me. We're gonna walk around,
Bring your knee there.
grab the back of your neck. And keep your
Yes, now go to side control.
What am I doing with this arm?
There you go.
Nothing yet.
There you go.
Switch it.
More better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Put your butt down,
It
Eddie.
takes a minute. You want to leave for a week?
I heard. What we do?
Butt down.
What is this called? It's called back. Yes, now I'm inside here.
Top man hustle.
I can go back guard.
You're throwing a lot of action.
I'm looking here, Monday, what are you?
Okay, so now you're gonna do it. Do it. You all right over there?
Like this.
Okay, guys, we're not looking for master tonight. Not looking for master tonight.
Okay, and then you're gonna open up your legs, okay, high. Yep, and then you're gonna scoop it. So you gotta put this arm around your waist and kind of just pull your body in towards as far as. Yep. Yep, and then you got
Foot. Step over foot.
and then you're gonna walk my leg.
Bend your knee. Get right here. Now walk your foot back. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Now we're hips are shifted, right? Pop up your knees. Keep your head tight. Your head tight. Now, your knees and her hips to your hips. You should have your shoulder over your arm. Now you drive forward. It's gonna fly out. Boom. Good. Now, stop. Come back where you go. Get right back where you were.
I wanna like automatically.
No. You do that in your fit. Okay? So you head back where you were. Correct. Right? Now, here, this foot should be under the leg. There we go. Keep your feet straight up. I think, no, get back to where you were.
Like what I showed you, basically kind of just a kick.
Right here. Keep your feet straight up behind you. Now, your hips are staying here, you got one, right? You got to know. Bring the right knee up to her hip. Thank you. Just like that'll be good.
A lot of people do you'll be getting this.
Yes. I know. Right now, we're just gonna shoot ball. It's a common thing for everyone. For you, Mark,
That's what I'm supposed to do.
right knee.
Pull your knee in, Bobby. You okay? Yep. No. We're in here on Monday. We're going to do like the whole
Yeah, those hips move, good, good. Come up. Stop, stop. Where are you at?
It gets too much. So like, you want to go out and then
Okay, feet straight. Drop your hips to the mat.
arm goes around my back as you
Feet straight up.
squeeze
Drop your hips to the
it.
mat. Get off the
And then you want
ballerina
this.
toes.
Yep.
Now
Walk
step
my
over
foot
the
out.
leg. There we go. Bring the right knee all the way up to his hip. Yes. Now
Pull
go
in,
side.
let's go. Yep. And then
Sprawl,
take your left
sprawl,
arm behind you.
sprawl.
Your leg. Yep.
Low hips, low hips. Now step over, take your right knee, run it right. Yes. Now to the side.
There you go. I go on you. Is your butt down? Oh, good job. Okay, my butt.
Flatten it, we're gonna flatten it.
Right, if you're right on your shoulder. No. Right back where you were. Right back where you were. Put your foot back, put your knee shield back. When you open this, your knee goes all the way up the elbow. All the way up the elbow. Now lift your foot high, and the crook of the elbow. Right? Lifting way the hell out of my leg. Okay. Now you have room to sit up there.
When you do this, do you want to stay off your back or does it not matter?
You're in running, right?
You go, you have to. Okay, never mind.
Drive in, tight, tight. And you've got to hit that knee with enough force to drive his hips on the line, remember?
Yes.
You have to have a little bit of violence on it.
This.
Scroll. Now step over. Good. Get it? Good.
I'm getting this.
Good. You're getting moderately okay.
Yeah, that.
We never say we're getting good. Never say we're getting
We're
good.
getting it.
We're getting better. No, you're better than me.
Ew, do not put your feet in my face. You don't like me feet. Stop. Come here.
Sprawl. Now step over. Yes. Now bring that right knee all over the head. Very good.
Sit up.
All right, guys, finish the rep that you're on.
Here you go.
Scoot in hard. You got to shift her knee back with your left.
Because I
Walk it
don't
out.
think that's just like prime time
Good.
for planting. I thought he had to still be on the side. Because I feel like
What are you doing? You got to scoop the knee.
on my side, I kind of use my
All right,
elbow.
it's all right. Finish up. Sprawl. Stop over. Good.
This is like comfortable. Well, there's no pressure on me. It's like,
Sprawl, Edgar, sprawl.
no, she said finish the record.
Yep, finish the roll.
Oh, ow.
Fire here. All right, guys, now we're gonna have a little fun. Next one's kind of fun, okay? All right? All right, we're in half guard. And I'm trying to do the single leg that we just did. But Cam is not letting me step around, right? He's just being mean like that, right? Because he doesn't want me to do it. So let's say we get a little bit of movement going, and I can pop in, and I can get him moving a little bit. But he throws his whizzer in, so instead of being around my shoulders, he takes his hand and he wraps it over my arm and puts the back of his hand against my chest. This is going to put a real stop to me coming around and doing anything, right? So what I want to do now, I'm still connected. He's got this here. He's going to try and start leveraging me to push me back. Well, remember, the customer's always right. So I keep my clamp around his hip. This hand is going to drop straight under and scoop his ankle. Okay? And then he's just going to take the momentum and we're going forward. No. I keep this ankle trapped. We end up right here. Now he's going to take his whizzer out because he doesn't want to get Kimura. I'm going to sprawl. I keep a clamp here. I step over the leg. And look, we're going right back to side control. Okay? This does not require muscle to do. All you're doing is shoveling your hips under and using your momentum to take them right over. So again, we get to where we're getting ready to execute the dog fight. So we're right here. He puts the whizzer in, right? So now this hand goes right down and under the ankle. I fall to my shoulder. This foot helps shovel the hip under. Boop. He goes right over. There's no weight, there's no muscle. He just goes right over. I keep this track the whole way. Boom. Sprawl. He comes in. Right into side control. Okay? Ready to try it? 20. This is the ankle kick sweep.
With the wizard, or with the, what you did? Or do you want to?
Let's start from half guard.
Look at the same stuff.
Your head there, your head. Always get our head on the heart. Listen to the heartbeat.
I don't know your name.
Zach, come over here. Listen to the heartbeat.
I'm here. That's actually right here. Right here.
It's a super simple.
Watch your shoulder. Yeah, I'm not going to take the wizard.
What?
What do you mean, ow?
Ow. Wait, I have a question. So someone, when you went under and you was ankle,
Because when that
and then you went over top of you, why did you?
still in there.
I stay under the ankle. Stay under the ankle one time.
Oh, this?
No. So, palm up. And then, so, sit in base, right? When you're sitting in base, right, where it says, there's a little bit of space under his ankle. Right under here. And I'm dropping down, and I'm just cupping it just under. It stays right under the ankle. As we come over, sometimes I'll take that, I'll slide it right to the crook of my elbow. So then you can clamp the hip and keep that leg from stretching out.
Turn your head.
Just all I'm doing, they're already pushing into me, right? I'm just giving them an avenue to go completely over.
Okay.
You can do this to a very large individual and not carry their weight. Mental recording. Here, go. There we go. So don't switch that grip, right? So right here. So now, if you keep it tight tighter, see your elbow and stretch your leg down. And you want to keep it clamp, right? Keep this tight. Now stretch. See how difficult that is? Right? It's hard to open, right? Sprawl. Yep. Now step over. You need to go side control.
Oh, you're not. It's so easy.
Listen.
This is easier than anything we learned on Monday.
Listen. What did I tell you guys before? You got to be, you can't be afraid to screw something up.
Or to suck.
Don't be afraid to suck at something. You're not going to be great at it right first. The goal is to eventually be moderately okay.
It's very much the same. Yeah. It's getting under and go.
All you're doing is shoveling your hips. Go right over. Sit up and in. Now, so she's going to be a pain in the butt when she's got the wizard in the back. So you're just going to palm over with this hand. Scoop right over her ankle.
Still the same.
Now, drop the hip and just roll over.
Still the same.
Pull the ankle up. All right, now come all the way up. Come all the way up. Oh, sprawl. Sprawl.
Turn your hips underneath you.
I step over like that. I go to side control. See, that wasn't so bad now, was it? That wasn't so bad now, was it?
But you didn't give me time to do this? I'm kidding, I'm not doing that.
Did you win something? Yes. Don't grab it. Don't grab it. Scoop
I'll be
on
able to do that this year.
Bump does not come into play. Scoop right up.
First one, we're on all. Just start with what
I know. It's very, very natural.
So,
Well, the thing is, the reason we do it under.
well, we just learned it.
The reason we do it under ankle there is, once I get to here, right, underneath, but as I'm going,
I have that one.
as we come up,
I wouldn't be able to do that.
and I'm going,
Oh, great, very close, hello.
No, I gave him
Abby,
like.
you go up.
He's been scared of me. No, it's up right now.
You go up. You're over here.
Doing this?
Step over this. You're gonna do this one? Take it back. There you go. And then hold it back. On my back.
it's super simple, right? I mean, you're not even carrying.
I feel like short one was the one that put me leg press. Yeah.
Now.
Go slow with it.
You know, make sure to keep my foot solid.
We're doing one here. Yes. The arm raise? Yes, it was.
Once you sit up,
The small
you're all right.
I'm trying to explain her that won't work. Not all of them, just this. I think that's what we've been doing. No.
Listen, step by step, okay?
So that I could do it all. Don't do the other one too.
So you want to start, you want to go to the post?
Yeah, I want to start.
It's totally different now. Post. So now you're second line, right? Block it, shoulders, you should here. There you go. Still around. Yes.
Kick my foot out.
Push the foot. Yes. Now get your knee. There you go. Then you put your knee shield. There you go. Now you're, that's your half guard. Now you're gonna set up. Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, go.
Slide, what you gotta do, open. See up there, I'm gonna shoulder to you. When you're doing the dog fight, right?
Where's that?
I'm gonna frame the shoulder.
Okay.
Because what's happening here is create space, you get pressure, you continue to pull the resistance, you're taking all the space away.
Yeah.
And then you're going to smash, right? Okay. Let's get that space. Yeah, more space, scoop around, there's my bone, goes heartbeat, heartbeat.
I ain't going any farther.
You've got a foot that's going to move chest, and then open the palm. So that's going to slide in, stop, over pressure. You want to get that whizzer out of there, so you'll be recorded.
Oh, right.
That's bad for your shoulder.
Yep.
You know, then you're.
Bring your right knee.
You got it, guys? Yeah, we're good.
So I just did all of that. Yes, yes.
Pick it up,
You understand now? Yes, now I get it. I thought you wanted to do the first motion with it, but can't do that all together. Okay. Now I want to do it too. Let's go. Jesus, after this. Yeah.
I know, because you're like underneath your body.
Yeah.
You're like not wanting to run.
Dad, let me do this first. And let you do that. Yes. Go back in. Go back in. Okay, now step on. Girl, you're supposed to bring it in so I can pick it out. There you go. Now you come back in with the knee. Ow. Sit up a bit. What you doing? Okay. Grab this one. Yep. There you go. That's against the chest. I always have to try. I did it. Guys, I didn't know what.
I don't want them to be able to extend the leg further than that.
Okay, I need to pee. Coming back. Cameron, I'm using your shoes.
Guys, we start to get it?
Yeah.
You feeling it okay? Yep. Good. So now, that is the finish of what we're supposed to do on Monday. We're gonna do. I can't read my handwriting either.
Should I try?
We're gonna do one of the guard passes because the other two are based on the lapel, and we are obviously not in the gi. So, okay. Ken's gonna put me in half guard. He's gonna have his active knee in front of my thigh, so I've got two blocks that I have to worry about right out of the gate, right? And then he's active with his hands as well. So I have four things I have to get past. The first thing, and your primary, is to remove any grips. So if he's got the cup behind the neck, I'm gonna shuck that off and I wanna get good posture. And as he tries to get grips, I'm gonna block grips, right? The next biggest thing in my way is this knee shield. There's a couple of ways to deal with the knee shield, but the easiest way is to just be right here and you use your shoulder to punch it down. Okay? Here, punch it down. This hand comes to the back, this hand comes to the knee that's down in front. Okay? Get a good clamp here, get your head buried, you're gonna sprawl, and you're gonna start walking your body around. Now, because he's an experienced grappler, he's not just gonna give me his back. He's gonna turn back to me to go to side control, right? Or he's gonna go to turtle. So one of the two positions. For this exercise, he's just gonna turn back to me and go right into side control, okay? Again, we are limiting their options so we know what to do next, okay? Again, half guard. If he's got grips, like the grips, pop them off. I got a knee shield right here. I'm just gonna turn my shoulder out. I'm not sitting back. So I sit back, I give him room to move. Right here, I just open my shoulder and then drop it down. Okay? Hand goes here. This hand goes to the bottom knee. The bottom knee is the key. I don't want him to follow and hook me. So then I sprawl, boom. All of my weight's on his hips. My head is in the armpit. Pivot. If he doesn't want to turn to me, I'm going to take his back. So he's going to turn, and I'm going to put him right back into side control. Okay? So this requires two things. Person on top applying pressure as you move. Person on bottom being a smart grappler. You are never going to leave your back exposed to somebody unless you're going into turtle. Okay? For this exercise, we're operating with the option that they're going to turn back to us into side control. The person on bottom, as your guard is being passed, you are turning back towards them to set up for side control. Now I know it's starting to sound like this only works in this instance, and it sounds like some goofy McDojo bullshit. It's not. This is based on hard and fast principles of grappling. You're never going to expose your back. You're always going to have defenses for the next thing. And if you're reactionary, survive. And you survive in that instance by either going to turtle or bottom side control. Those are your only two outcomes. Because you have to defend yourself. Okay, so we're operating on option 2, they're going to side control. Okay? Ready to try it? Take it, on 2 on 2.
You want to try to shut me down first? You're off. So I have my grips, I'm gonna break them.
But yeah, I was here, you're right.
Yep.
It's got, it's
I'm gonna do it with my knees.
down, so our order will flip because.
Nope,
whoever's
you're
doing
gonna
the
shoulder it
technique
in, smash it down. There you go. Yes. It's just that one, and then you gotta stay on top of it. This hand goes to my back, this hand goes to my bottom knee. Okay? And then what's next? I forgot. Oh, yes. I was doing good.
Now, what you gotta do is the person on bottom.
Roll back to her.
Forearm on the hip.
We got one around his back, right?
Put your elbow inside of the frame. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, like that. This is my frame. Don't worry about that.
Get your knees on.
Until you're on bottom.
Right.
Where?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it looked like from there, so that you were just like out here. And he was right there.
I'm pretty good at picking up the. I'm a good one.
Your best.
I'm just a visual learner. Like, I pick up moves really fast if I see it visually. Okay? Get your grips.
That's so. Okay, stop.
Yep. This knee. And then come back to me and set up your frame. And on my hip. This shoulder. Yes, that shoulder. My bad. Yep, that one. I got it. Ow. That retains the pressure. Okay, you cannot now. Okay, your turn. Reps. We love reps.
Okay, roll, let's roll, good.
I just slipped into it without having to.
There we go.
Whatever. Here.
Always on the outside.
Get it, guys? Okay.
Hand. Arm to the back. This hand is my bottom knee. Roll. And put your right knee on my
Oh,
hip.
heavy, heavy, heavy.
And then I'm gonna come back over, set up my frame.
Now, sprawl, Brody, sprawl.
Perfect.
Oh, what are you doing?
Stop.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to do it like the one thing. The other
One thing, you do it the way I just showed you to do it.
No, I know, my brain was doing another thing.
Sprawl, 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 sprawl. Get your ass out of the air. You're too high. Listen. Come back, right? Stay there. I'm here, right? Open the shoulder.
No, I'm not. We're good. I really love it. Okay. Go, camera.
All out. Grab in. Right. Now his feet are down underneath. He can't stop me anymore, right?
Oh.
Once I clear his feet, then I can bring my hips up. Right? But if I'm here, I bring my hips up. He's gonna pull my hip. It's this way. Not like, pull my hip. This way. Pull my hip. Right?
No, don't go back to me, guys.
Now I'm stuck.
Now you come back.
He's gonna chase.
I wasn't coming back. You're supposed to go down. If you slam down, that's what I did.
That's why I've been getting Z-guarded all the time.
Yeah.
I got my
Hey
neck.
guys, everybody, time. Let's look at quick detail of this. Keep them hard for head that way, feet this way. So if Cam's got me in half guard, right? When I'm here, I've already cleared the grip, so I'm getting ready to do this. When I go to shoulder punch, I'm not rotating my entire upper body. When I do this, I give him opportunity to move and do stuff. Because now there's no pressure here, and now he can go right to the dog fight. Think about it. I had this closed, I opened the door. Now you go to the dog fight. I don't want that because I'm getting swept or torn up, right? So I'm here. I just lift this shoulder. My other shoulder stays in place. In fact, I've already got the knee. Lift, punch. And my whole body collapses that knee. I'm gonna get a grip here and then sprawl. Boom, my hips are low so that his toes come off of my hip, right? Then I'm going to walk around, and once I clear this top foot, now I can bring my hips up and drive pressure, right? But if I get here and I leave my hips high, this foot is gonna come back and hook my hip. And if I try to move, he's just gonna chase. Or I'm gonna get stuck and I'm gonna get swept, okay? So, shoulder punch, drop your hips to the mat. Walk your body off of the legs, then you can pick your ass up and drive more pressure, okay? But not until you clear that foot. Yes?
Do you not want to take your right hand and put it somewhere
You will once you get cleared, right? But you've got to clear that top foot first. Okay? Good question. All right, add that detail, and then we'll chain it all together. 2 on 2. You guys are killing this. I love it. Half guard's my jam.
You pick, where do you want to go? No.
Punch you.
Punching for I know, but I gotta like. In there. What? I'm not, why am I messing up? 3-1, I never do.
Well, yeah, they'll do wiggle wiggles. Yeah.
Punch the whole thing.
Oh, okay. And then I grab this.
Yep, so get her flat, right? So punch it down and scroll. Yes, good. Now step over right. Good ground. Now you can bring that left knee on this side. Yes. And then get side control. Good. Good. Scroll. Heavy hips, all the way down the mat, all the way down the, yes. Now start moving around. Now start moving around. Once you clear those top toes, keep that knee. Now you can drive more pressure. Yes. Yep, keep going. Now you're clear that top foot. You can bring your knees in, step on the side. Okay. Good job.
Please, step for a minute.
Alright, so there you go. Extend your shoulder too far.
My bag? Oh, that reminds me of anything.
If I hurt you, I
Oh.
It doesn't mean oh, yeah, pretend like
And I'm like, Hey, close guards. Yep. This is not close guard, this is side control. Close guard is the feet. And close guard, I'm like, this is side control.
That's okay.
Yeah, and we live in Davis.
Oh, you guys.
We live further down. The hardest one.
Mom and she was fine, that's all that matters. Oh, the hail, so many different stars on the windshield. I was like, thankfully nothing happened.
We got one of those.
Yeah.
Chest.
Their entire parking lot.
No, it's just, I have habitual bruises on my sternum from the shit. And I pressed right into it.
As soon as you punch, sprawl. So punch, sprawl.
had to sit outside. That's only comes through now. All over the body, no windshields, no back window, and then I just moved to it.
I just want to chill. I literally looked at my why shit screwed up. I'm like just replaced it last week. Mine was like a month ago and I was driving through that. I'm like, oh thank God nothing happened. My Impala is strong.
So you can, so if you're not comfortable,
And then so that way you still have weight on, so this.
You are not putting, I am literally just going. Sorry. Squish me. Squish me.
Apply some pressure.
Squish. Squish. All right, now walk your legs that way and squish it. Yeah, there you go.
You didn't move the hand. Girl, there's no way I'm getting out of that. What is this gonna do? Nothing. You don't have this, it won't do it.
I'm still the only part of like getting my head in there. Like,
Well, maybe the secret to pressure. Everybody's afraid of it. When we're training this, we're training to get our brain to smash. If you're around, they're not going to be nice to you. If you get trained,
But I'll be looking to turn you over. That's actually hard to skate. I don't let it go in there.
that's where Mike Tyson got that famous quote. Nobody understands what that feels like. When you're getting pressure applied on you, you're in a situation and you've never had it done, your brain is not.
That was fucking clean. What the hell?
I see you train all the time by the iron pressure. So that's a shoulder to shoulder function. Now, we don't do that.
That one didn't go.
Areas and stuff like that.
No, I landed right on the floating bridge and then really didn't feel great.
Slide it down, right? Drop your hips on their knees.
So I've got a little bit of shoulder now.
Just slide it on those hips and drive them into the ground. They can feel it, right? And no one can do the same from you when you experience it.
That's your
These techniques, they make work unless you're applying pressure. It takes away the body mechanics from the walking. So you start by learning how to gradually apply pressure, and then
That's just
you
very
release it and then turn. So don't be afraid to push. You want to start? We want to make sure not to jerk it. When I started training, we had 30 minutes. I had a very hard time learning how to apply pressure. I should have been a guy, but I was another 6 pounds heavier. So whenever I got into someone and I was trying to do the pressure, I thought I was pushing. In reality, I was barely putting anything on. It took me a long time. So your body's more resilient than you think it is. But again, don't just leave it there and start it and not get on someone else. If you're in a situation where somebody does that, then you feel pain.
That is one of my friends.
Perfectly okay.
Don't switch your shoulder back.
yeah, I'll put you.
All right, guys, got about 4 minutes left. Go ahead and start the whole cycle. Starting closed guard, transition to half guard, do your dog fight, do single. You know, just go through everything.
Through the nose and if your hand on their bottom shoulder,
Whatever you can reach.
Okay.
Okay, so you're not.
Like this.
Alright, who wants to start?
Okay.
Okay, let's go there, so I guess
That's on your.
you, now, you can start the shoulder, so
You gotta step over there first before you.
Same couple sets of before. Here, next up.
So,
Take a couple techniques.
Okay.
We'll put one on. Okay.
So whatever one. Lay down.
Bro, why does it come out? Okay, that's what we did. Oh,
Blood pressure. Scroll.
no.
Yes. Now go ahead and start moving.
Alright.
Good. If she cannot talk shit to you while you're passing her guard, you're applying pressure.
You're in my
If she can talk shit to you while you're passing guard, you're not applying pressure.
She's going to go like, no, I'm
Yes.
applying pressure.
So do I keep going or do we split?
Just get a couple of techniques that you have an issue with, you practice those.
Grab that and then push back. Push back so you get your hands up. Push them up, yep, there you go. Scroll, scroll, so you can try to have pull. Lay down.
You go all day with it.
There you go.
Press.
I want to step over.
What are you going to do to my leg? There you go.
What do you want, Lord God? Get a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you open it like that,
Oh, it's
yeah.
No, you gotta go once.
Once I push it,
You got it.
it's just to get him back.
Okay? Okay?
Get in tight, Cam. Get in tight. There you go. Hop up.
Your knees, your knees.
Up your knees. Up your knees.
I forgot that part, but pop up to your knees. Oh!
Up your knees.
Okay.
Yes.
And then make the space.
There you go. Scroll.
Oh my god, your hair. You cannot have a ponytail, bro. I can do whatever I want. I can't get it. I couldn't get my frame. I forgot. Can I go get her?
Come back. Come hither, child.
Nice back step, Brody. That was a nice back step.
Bruh, don't be an ass. Don't give me that much pressure.
Nope, let me kick it.
Bruh.
Wait, do I put my...
Sorry.
What are you trying to think?
I get it. It's part of it is when I agree. It's when.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to
Go right into the middle with this.
Okay.
Do I put my knee shield in after I kick her leg out?
kind of sounds good.
Just whenever it feels like.
Yeah.
It's gonna be funny.
Right. It's like I put it on the floor.
All right, guys, go get lined up. Sorry, we're out of time.